Let us pray together. Oh God, you are our source, our salvation, and our sustenance. Thank you for giving us the opportunity of coming here this day to celebrate so much vision, so much discipline, so much faithfulness, so much achievement from so many. Amen.
Class of 2015, the faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I would like to welcome you to the spring commencement exercises at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. To the graduates, it's a great pleasure for me, along with the rest of the Southeastern community, to be able to participate in this traditional commencement ceremony, which marks the beginning of your life as a professional and the point in your life where every conceivable option is open to you. This commencement ceremony is particularly significant at Southeastern Oklahoma State University when you consider that 41% of our graduates today are first-generation college graduates, the first in their families to receive a college degree. We are very proud and honored to be a significant part of this life-changing experience. This graduation class has a local, regional, state, national, and even international flavor. In addition to our main campus in Durant, this class is represented by our outreach sites in Idabel, Ardmore, McAllister, Midwest City, Oklahoma City, Denison, and Van Alstyne, Texas. Today's class includes students from 16 states across the nation and a half a dozen countries. In addition to our home state graduates, we have graduates from as near as Texas and Arkansas, and as far away as Hawaii and Pennsylvania. I do want to take just a moment to note that for several years we've had a number of international students attending Southeastern from Nepal. In fact, we have 4 graduates today from Nepal. Because of the recent tragic events in that country, not all of their families were able to be here. We ask that you please keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and please know that the Southeastern community embraces these students, their families, and all of our international students. Commencement is indeed an event that the entire graduating class of 2015 will always remember and cherish. To our graduates, graduating from this university is a tremendous honor, but remember, no one can accomplish this goal alone. Let's take this opportunity to thank your parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, all of whom have played important roles in helping you reach this goal and have helped to make today's celebration even more special. I would like to ask all the parents, relatives, spouses, and friends of today's graduates to please stand as the class of 2015 joins me in expressing appreciation to all of you for your support and guidance. I would also like to ask everyone to join me in expressing appreciation to our outstanding faculty members for their dedication and commitment to our students and to Southeastern Oklahoma State University. I want to acknowledge Reverend Jim Shorter of the First Presbyterian Church in Durant for offering our invitation this morning. I also want to recognize the Southeastern Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Jacob Wallace and the Southeastern Men's Glee and Chorale under the direction of Dr. Stacy Weger for providing the music for today's event. I will now introduce today's platform guests and ask that they stand as they're introduced. Please hold your applause until all the platform guests have been introduced. Dr. Claire Stubblefield, Special Assistant President and Director of Equity Compliance University. Dr. Lucretia Stofus, Executive Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Brian Clark, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Graduate Dean. Ms. Carrie Matlock, President of the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Association. Ms. Liz McCraw, Dean of Enrollment Management. Reverend Jim Shore, First Presbyterian Church of Durant. Ms. Sharon Robinson, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Ross Walkup, Vice President for Business Affairs. Dr. Doug McMillan, Vice President for Academic Affairs. And Regent Terry Matlock, Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents. Chancellor Glenn D. Johnson, the Oklahoma State System for Higher Education. and Miss Emily Redman, our Spring 2015 Commencement Speaker. Please join me in recognizing these distinguished individuals. It is a privilege for me to recognize Chancellor Lindy Johnson of the Oklahoma State System for Higher Education. Chancellor Johnson has led a most distinguished career in public service. He currently oversees a state system comprised of 25 state, college, and universities, 10 constituent agencies, 2 university centers, and independent college universities coordinated with the state system. He became the 8th Chancellor of the Oklahoma State System in January 2007 after a very, very successful 10-year tenure as president of Southeastern. It was his vision and leadership that made this beautiful arena and our student union a reality, and we are so proud that our student union bears his name. Prior to entering the field of higher education, Chancellor Johnson served in the Oklahoma House of Representatives and was Speaker of the House from 1990 to 1996. At the time of his election as Speaker, he was the youngest sitting Speaker in the United States. The Chancellor is recognized nationally and is a true advocate for students and higher education. Please join me in welcoming Lindy Johnson, the 8th Chancellor and the 16th President of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, back to our campus.
Thank you. Well, thank you, President Burridge, and it's great to be back. Our Regents, faculty, staff, families, and most importantly, our graduates. It's a real honor for me to be here today to participate in this academic ceremony with you. Yesterday, this is commencement season. I delivered the commencement address at Redlands Community College in El Reno, and as you know, that was there was significant tornado activity there. Yesterday, literally a minute into my speech, the power went out. And so I said, if this happens again, it came back on. I said, I'll just stop. Well, about a minute later, it happened again. So I said, I'm going to keep my word. I just stopped and sat down. I was going to say you wouldn't believe it, but you probably would. I had more faculty and staff and students say, that was the most enlightening commencement speech I think we've ever heard. So no pressure today because you have a great speaker in Emily Redman, a very good friend of mine. I'll be very brief. I would like to recognize, as we start, my friend and colleague, your President, Sean Burridge, for his vision, for his dedication, and quite frankly, for what I think we've seen as very energized leadership on this campus. He's had a very successful first year on behalf of our system and all of our colleges and universities. I would like to thank the Russo Regents, Regent Matlock and his colleagues, for selecting President Burridge. He's doing a great job, and let's congratulate President Burridge and Regent Matlock. Southeastern is a very special place. Melinda, my wife, who's here, who is currently a member of the Southeastern Alumni Board, holds 2 degrees from Southeastern. The 10 years that we spent here truly were 10 of the most meaningful and fulfilling years of our lives. And today, as we are here to congratulate our students, this has a lot of personal reflection and meaning for me as well. Couple of comments to our graduates. As you embark on this new journey in your life, I think it's important that you know that your faculty has taken their job very responsibly. They've given you the tools to critically think and to problem solve and to analyze where you're going to be in a position to not only compete but to succeed in what we know is a rapidly changing global economy. As you leave today, you've got career path choices, you have personal choices in your life, and certainly I think everyone knows as you make those choices, it will restrict the options that you have going forward. So I would say one thing, it's important to analyze and to make good choices. I would say that you made an excellent choice in choosing to attend Southeastern Oklahoma State University. If you think about it for a moment, this is a very special place where one generation meets the next. It's a place where lifelong learning occurs, but most of all, this is a place of possibilities for our students and now our graduates, where they can live and they can fulfill their hopes and their dreams. I want to close my comments with a quote from the late Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. And these comments that he made were at a commencement address 3 months before he passed away. he took that opportunity to remind the graduates of three very important things. Steve Jobs told the graduates that your time is limited, so don't waste your time living someone else's life. He also said, don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your own inner voice. And finally, he said, the most important thing to remember is to have the courage to follow your heart. It somehow already knows what you truly want to do. Mr. President, I would say that our graduates here have followed their heart and their dreams as they receive their college degree today. So let's all extend a very, very hearty congratulations to this graduating class of 2015 on a job very well done.
Thank you, Chancellor Johnson. It's always great to have Melinda and you back on campus, especially such a special event as commencement. As Chancellor mentioned, Melinda continues to serve in the Southeastern Alumni Association Board of Directors. We appreciate her service there. And for those of you all who are worried about the weather today, just know we've got a team watching the weather, and we don't see anything to be concerned about at this point. In addition to that, in the House, we have Chief Meteorologist for Channel 12, Tom Miller. So we've got it covered. Also joining us today is Regent Terry Matlock of the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents. He's an alumnus of Southeastern, having earned his bachelor's degree in 1985 and his master's in 1987. Regent Matlock has attended a number of special events over the past years, and we are always honored to have him on campus. He and his wife, Carrie, who's on the platform as well, serves as our Alumni Association president. And they're also here today as proud parents as they have a son graduating with summa cum laude, Taylor Matlock. Please join me in welcoming Regent Terry Matlock, who will offer remarks on behalf of the Russo Board.
Thank you, President Burge. How did you pronounce that? Sumi what?
Ask him, he'll tell you.
That's what I thought. And his mother's probably going to try to take credit for it. On behalf of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, I thank you for joining us today for the commencement ceremonies of 2015. I'm delighted to be with you and to be a part of your program today. I want to thank President Burge and the staff at Southeastern for a job well done. We have terrific leadership in our new president, the leadership of our chancellor. Let me just say that Southeastern, the regional system, and the Oklahoma system of higher education is in good hands. Southeastern offers the promise of qualified students. As President Burge said this morning, many of those are first-generation college students. Today, we'll celebrate the educational dreams of those students, and we'll celebrate the dreams of those students' families. And again, I'm proud to share this day with you. As a parent, I have felt the excitement of sending a child to college and the fulfillment of those dreams come true. New opportunities that are created, intellectual energy for growth, and for the continued success of our great state. Graduates, as you leave here this morning, I hope that you know that you are braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, and you're smarter than you think. And I ask that you hold loosely to that which can be taken away in a moment, and travel lightly so that your hands are available to always help others. Continue learning and create for yourselves a beautiful tomorrow. Congratulations, graduates, and God bless each other.
Thank you, Regent Matlock. Dr. Douglas McMillan, Vice President for Academic Affairs, will now introduce our honored graduates.
I'd first like to recognize the men and women who are serving as student marshals for this morning's exercises. Our marshals are members of either Blue Key, a national leadership fraternity, or Cardinal Key, a national leadership sorority. We want to express our appreciation for the outstanding service Blue Key and Cardinal Key provide at commencement and at many other campus events. If the members of Blue Key and Cardinal Key will stand, let's please recognize them at this time. Gonfalons were carried in by top graduates in their respective schools. Leading in the School of Arts and Sciences was K.L. Bryant. Risha Singh led the graduate school procession. Let's please recognize them at this time. We're gathered here today to celebrate the academic achievements of every one of our graduates. There are a few, however, whose special achievements deserve recognition. On behalf of the faculty, I would now like to recognize these outstanding students. The first of several groups that will be recognized are the graduates who are members of the National Honor Society, Alpha Chi. Students from all majors are eligible for membership in the university-wide Honor Society. In order to qualify the members of Alpha Chi, they had to be ranked in the top 10% of their junior or senior class while maintaining at least a 3.65 grade point average. Alpha Chi members can be recognized by the white stole each is wearing. Will all Alpha Chi members please stand and be recognized? The Southeastern Honors Program, built on the foundation of the Parsons Scholarship Program, has a long and honorable tradition that goes back to 1978 when David L. Parsons, a 1928 Southeastern alumnus, endowed the Parsons Scholarship Scholar. Today, the Southeastern Honors Program is committed to the ongoing growth and development of a culturally diverse and academically talented group of honor students, with a focus on educational excellence as well as cultural and technological literacy. The program challenges high-caliber students with special talents and outstanding abilities to develop local and global awareness and to achieve their full potential. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 7 honors program graduates who have fulfilled this rigorous course of study that qualifies them to be recognized as honors program graduates for spring 2015. Please stand when I call your name. Brittany Bailey, a liberal and applied studies major, hometown McAllister, Oklahoma, and a graduate of Crowder High School. Jessica Black, a musical theater major, hometown Colbert, Oklahoma, graduate of Colbert High School. Austin Hall, a political science major, hometown Lindsay, Oklahoma, a graduate of Colbert High School. Wayne Howard, a safety and chemistry major, hometown McAllister, Oklahoma, a graduate of Crowder High School. Christina Roberts, a liberal and applied studies major, hometown Savoy, Texas, a graduate of Savoy High School. Tyler Shannon, a chemistry major, hometown Poto, Oklahoma, a graduate of Poto High School. Matthew Sitton, a liberal and applied studies major, hometown Healton, Oklahoma, a graduate of Healton High School. Please help me congratulate these fine honors. I now will introduce the spring 2015 honors graduates. These students are graduating the upper 10% of their classes. We will recognize them in 3 groups. The first are those graduating cum laude or with honors. These students represent the upper 6 to 10% of the spring 2015 graduating class. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all cum laude graduates have been named. We ask you to please hold your applause until all have been announced. Marlis Marie Allen, a communication and public relations major from Fort Scott, Kansas. Larry Leon Burns Jr., a biological health sciences major from Madill, Oklahoma. Raquel Nicole Garner, an English education major from Denison, Texas. Jesse Levi Lemons, a social studies education major from Atoka, Oklahoma. Jackson Spencer Stanley, a computer information systems major from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Madison Page Tames, a communication media studies major from Denton, Texas. Jeffrey Kyle Washington, an occupational safety and health major from Bonham, Texas. Emily Nicole Williams, a graphic design and visual media major from Texarkana, Texas. Trista Lee Winnett, a liberal and applied studies major from Bochita, Oklahoma. Matt Wisdom, occupational safety and health and criminal justice major from Veneta, Oklahoma. Let's recognize our cum laude graduates. The next group is graduating magna cum laude, or with high honors. These students represent the upper 3 to 5% of the spring 2015 graduating class. Again, please stand as your name is called and remain standing until all in this group have been named. Please hold your applause until everyone is standing. Anita Michelle Brown, a liberal and applied studies major from Sherman, Texas. Aaron Collette, an occupational safety and health major from Durant, Oklahoma. Stephen Patrick Cox, a music instrumental major from Collinsville, Texas. Holly Renee Martin, a biological health science major from Clovis, New Mexico. Ashley Marie Miller, an English education major from Sherman, Texas. Karen Sue Vayan, a computer information system major from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Let's recognize our magna cum laude graduates. The final and most exclusive category of the honor graduates to be recognized are those graduating summa cum laude, or with highest honors. These students represent the top 2% of their graduating class. This morning we're recognizing the following summa cum laude graduates. Cale Earl Bryant, a chemistry and biology major from Antlers, Oklahoma. Christopher Lloyd Burns, a mathematics education major from McAllister, Oklahoma. Taylor Joe Matlock, an occupational safety and health major from Garvin, Oklahoma. Taylor Dwayne Reeves, a chemistry major from Durant, Oklahoma. Jasmine Lynn Vasquez, a chemistry and biology major from Tishomingo, Oklahoma. Let's recognize our As a university, we're honored and fortunate to be surrounded by students of this caliber. You should all be commended for your hard work and dedication to your education and to your university, your family, and most importantly, your future. Thank you.
Today, we are continuing the tradition of inviting prominent Southeastern alumni back to campus to address our graduates. I think it's both enlightening and meaningful to hear the success stories of those who were here before you to gain a true appreciation of the meaning and value of the Southeastern experience. This morning is a real honor to introduce Emily Redman, District Attorney for District 19, as our commencement speaker. We're most proud of the fact that she is a 1988 graduate of Southeastern, where she earned a bachelor's degree in management and political science. She then earned her law degree at the University of Oklahoma College of Law. Ms. Redman joined the District 19 office for District Attorney in 1992 as a law clerk while she was a student in law school. Immediately upon graduation in 1994, she became an assistant district attorney and made the decision to become a career prosecutor. She was later appointed first assistant by District Attorney Mark Campbell. When Mr. Campbell was named Bryan County Judge in 2005, Ms. Redman was appointed District Attorney by Governor Bragg Henry. In 2006, 2010, and 2014, Ms. Redman was re-elected to serve as District Attorney, having run unopposed. As a former politician, that's really nice. In her position, she oversees a district that includes Bryan, Atoka, and Cole counties. During her career, Ms. Redman has prosecuted a wide range of cases with a special emphasis on violent crimes, including crimes against children. She currently serves as a coordinated community response team for the investigation for the Bryan County Peace Officers Association. The statewide capacity as chairman of the Oklahoma District Attorney's Council and is president of the Oklahoma District Attorneys Association. Resides in Durant with her husband and 2 children. Ms. Redman truly exemplifies the quality and character of graduates produced by Southeastern as an outstanding ambassador for the university. We should all emulate the high professional standards that she has demonstrated throughout her career and her chosen profession. Please join me in offering a Southeastern welcome to our 2015 commencement speaker, Ms. Emily Redman.
Thank you. President Burridge, Chancellor Johnson, distinguished regents, faculty, students, family, and friends, welcome and good morning. And most importantly, congratulations to SOSU's class of 2015. While I consider it a great honor to be asked to speak to you today, I must admit that it's a little scary. Okay, a lot scary. Wow.
That's a flash flood warning.
Is that a flash flood?
That's a flash flood warning. We're good.
We're good? Now I'm suddenly nervous.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah. You know, it is a little bit scary standing in front of all of you today because despite my profession as an attorney and a prosecutor, I really don't give speeches, especially speeches like commencement addresses, which should be filled with positive thoughts and inspiration. Usually my speeches are in the form of a closing argument in a criminal trial, where I'm working to convince a jury that a person is a plague on society and should be locked away forever. Hardly inspirational, hardly positive. Very different from the type of a speech that's expected at a commencement. But with that being said, I'll try to do what is expected of me here today. Most importantly, I will be brief. This is your day. And it has been said that there is no greater pleasure a speaker can give an audience that compares to the pleasure they get when the speech is over. Hopefully I can impart a few thoughts on how you might live a good life out there in the real world, which is honestly no more or less real than the one in which you have already found yourselves. My qualification for making these suggestions is really simple. I'm older than you, and I've had many more years to make mistakes, hopefully some of which I've learned from. Before I speak to you graduates, though, I want to talk to your parents. While this day centers around graduates, it's also very much about your parents, the people who brought you into this world, the people who taught you to walk and talk and to read, the people who put up with you as a teenager without killing you, I might add. You are graduating, but it's also their day. Today's the day your parents take back their lives and their freedom. So to each and every one of them, congratulations. To the graduates, commencement is one of life's great forward-looking ceremonies. It's one of the most meaningful events in your college career. It's a time to reflect on your sacrifices and accomplishments of the past and on the hope, excitement, and responsibility of the future. This is the time I'm supposed to tell you wise and thought-provoking, inspirational things like follow your dreams, hear your inner voice, make your mark, give everything you do in life 110%, go change the world, dream big. You know, nothing's wrong with any of that. Having dreams and ambition is good. Goals, a plan, an idea of what your ultimate life would be like. But while dreams are great, they are just that, dreams. Dreams don't come true just because you dream them. It's hard work that will make you succeed. In fact, I believe that oftentimes while the dreamers are busy dreaming, the really successful, interesting, and powerful people are busy doing. It's good to have goals and ambition and passion. Maybe some of you found your passion and know exactly where you want to go in life. But maybe some of you are sitting there in your caps and gowns, soon to have your college diploma in hand, scared to death because you're graduating today and still have no earthly idea what your passion is, what you want to be when you grow up. That's okay. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know. The key is to move forward. Keep doing something. Seize every opportunity and try new things. Work hard. Be the best at whatever opportunity presents itself. Do something until you can do something else. While you're dreaming, be busy doing. So what is the formula for success? How do you make your dreams come true? The answer is, the only formula is, there is no formula. There's no easy or right way to get from point A to point B. 27 years ago, when I was sitting where you are, graduating from SOSU, I had absolutely no particular passion. I had no job offers, and I was scared. I wanted to succeed. I wasn't afraid of hard work, and I sent out resumes without response. The job market was unfavorable. From a young age, I dreamed about going to law school. I'm not sure why there were no lawyers in my family, and I really knew nothing about it at all. It just seemed like a good challenge, a dream. And to be quite honest, I was tired of school. Maybe some of you can relate to that. I took a job at a local bank, and I worked hard and enjoyed the job, but I realized I still had that lingering desire to go to law school. So finally, I did. Even still, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be. As a teenager, my dream was to be a rich, big city lawyer. My mother tried desperately to get me to enroll in home economics in high school. Emily, you need to learn to cook and sew and do things around the house. No, Mother, I'm going to be a rich New York City lawyer, and I'll live in a fancy penthouse apartment and have servants to do those things for me. She tried to get me to take advanced typing courses. No, Mother, eyes rolling. Fancy New York City lawyers have secretaries to do those things for them. I won't need to type. I'll have people. Those were my teenage dreams. During law school, I came home to Durant during the summers and interned at the DA's office. An employee, I never would. But that was okay. You see, if you haven't yet discovered your passion, that's okay. It's even okay if you think you know now and you find out later that you were wrong. Dreams change, passions evolve, and that's okay. In the meantime, be a doer. Someone once said the fulfilling life, the distinctive life, the relevant life is an achievement, not something that will fall in your lap because you're a nice person. In today's fast-paced world, many have a strong desire for instant gratification. I think we would all be happier if we realized we aren't always going to get everything we want. At the very least, it's not going to happen the first time. Understanding that failure is part of the process is much of what it takes to succeed. The bottom line is you can't give up. If that 10th job interview doesn't work out, go to the 11th and the 12th with your head held high. Thomas Edison once said, "Our greatest weakness is giving up. The certain way to succeed is to try one more time." You may get beat up along the way, but remember, the definition of a true champion is the one who gets up one more time, then they're knocked down. It's also important to accept that you can't do everything perfectly. It's not possible. Sometimes I'm asked, how do you do it all? A stressful job, 2 sons who are active in every sport known to man. How do you do it all? The answer is I don't. Anytime you see me being successful in some area of my life, I'm inevitably failing somewhere else. If you read in the local newspaper I'm involved in a high-profile trial, it's likely I'm missing a baseball tournament. If you see me at a ball game, there is almost assuredly a criminal case that desperately needs my time and attention. The fact is, you can't do it all perfectly. However, you can do your best every day. I don't want it to sound dismal. I absolutely want you to leave here today and take the world by storm. But what I am saying is that it's okay if you don't, at least not overnight. The real world can be challenging. My dream of being a rich, fancy, big city lawyer did not come true, but I was a doer. I worked hard and was open to other opportunities. And today I can wake up every morning being able to say that I wouldn't trade my life for that teenage dream. Each and every one of you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Go out now and be brave, be worthy. Speak up for what you believe in. Be true to yourselves. Don't forget where you came from. Always remember that your mother is right. And most of all, do your best every day. Be a doer. Congratulations, God bless you, and good luck.
Ms. Redman, on behalf of Southeastern, I want to give you this gift of appreciation for what you did today in the commencement. Was great, and we're glad you're not in New York City.
So am I.
I would now ask Dr. Lucretia Stoke, as Executive Dean for Academic Affairs, to come to the podium for the purpose of presenting the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the School of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Arts and Sciences please stand? These students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and their faculty have recommended for the School of Arts and Sciences for granting of the degrees as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission of the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree as printed in the program with the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such as degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward and receive your degree.
Marlis Marie Allen. Benjamin Barber. Dylan Scott Brady, summa cum laude. Robin Jeanette Brinley. Chase Trevor Gross. Anita Michelle Brown, magna cum laude. Jaylee Cheyenne Buck. Crystal Ann Foley. John Royce Van Garrett Chance Bertram. Adrian Adams II. Jacoby Crowley. Taylor Michelle Hamilton. Joshua Burkham. Larry Leon Burns. Chrissy Diane Bustos. Dana Marie Butler. Alexis Camaday. Megan Clark. Alan Joseph Clark. Courtney Clemens. Nicholas Lee Floyd. Cody Aaron Collette, magna cum laude. Chelsea Conley. Peter Corbin. Stephen Patrick Cox. Melissa Poyer. Luke Anderson Craig. Jonathan Cunningham. Joel Dameron. Charlie DeWitt. Adrian Dodd. Stormy Sierra Hutchinson. Brianna Doherty. Casey Dunham. June Nicole Turbin. Cecily R. Edmonds. Kanan Farmer. Christy Purborn. Ariana Quinn. Ashley Nicole Ford. Cecily Leanne George. Christopher Henry. Alfredo Gomez. Sarah Goodman. Sheree Kaiser. Courtney Ryder. Madeline Surra. Erica Payson. Austin Hall. Hilda Lynn Hanstar. Kevin Todd Head. Eric Kurt Helen. Tyler Shannon. Olivia Barnett. Kristen Elizabeth Blasco. Tanner Price. Shelly Lauderdale. Jada Marie Kenneth. Nicole Hensley. Joseph Lynn Hilton. Jason Hollingshead. Devin Auction. Robert Wayne Howard. Callie Hewitt. Dylan Holder. Cheyenne J. Wilson. Nicholas Tucker. Taylor Hunt. Darius Thomas. Zachary R. Ray. Elizabeth D. Ingram. Jansen Chapman. Aaron Elaine Holmes. Kane Jones. McLeod. Tammy Nelson. Ashley Marie Miller, magna cum laude. Holt Mitchell. Rocky Mitchell. Chance M. Morgan.
From high school, my mama made me wear them.
My mama did too. August Murphy. Josh Musser. Craven Newfarmer. Janet Renee Newton. Shelby Ashley Ogle. Hannah Marie Oswald. Logan Owens. Kylie Angelita Page. Trenton Scott Pratt. Christina Allison Roberts. Jan Perez. Spencer Pierce. Kara Michelle Phillips. Larissa Pittman. Lisa Marie Plummer. Melvin Paul Christie. Emily Ann Long. Ashley Reese. Travis Reidinger, cum laude. Michael Reisner. Linda Laura Rocha. Anthony Monahan. Maria Rosenbaum.
Carrie Matlock to present the alumni charge.
On behalf of the Southeastern Alumni Association, my pleasure to congratulate you on your graduation, and welcome you as a new member of the Southeastern Alumni Association. A moment ago, the Alumni Association board members ended you along with some alumni legacy leaders. We hope you'll take advantage of the Alumni Association sponsored events that provide opportunity to share memories, connect with other alums, and maintain the traditions of Southeastern. Some of those events are Homecoming 2015, which will be October 2nd and 3rd, the Golden Blue Scholarship Gala, with scholarships being received that's in February, and the Community Scholarship Program, the Community Just Named. I wish you success in your future endeavors and look forward to seeing you at future Southeastern alumni events. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jared. To close our ceremony, please stand and join the members of Southeastern Chorale as we sing Alma Mater, the lyrics which we found in your program. I would also like to say the anticipated thunderstorm with heavy rain, lightning, and thunderbolt has arrived. Please use good caution and good judgment as you clean the arena and travel. To close our emergency trial, we'll sing our Mother lyrics which we find the program said, please remain standing until the recessional is complete.